Facebook page, facebook.com/magicfmng. Please like the page if you haven't done that. And of course, we would appreciate your reaction to some of the trending stories. We are streaming live on YouTube as well. Our YouTube channel is Magic FM. Abba, please subscribe to the channel and be rest assured to get real time updates. Instagram is at Magic FM Nigeria. Okay, on a sad note, another unexplained, senseless killing took place in Jos Plateau State. And not just Plateau, because after the incident in Plateau, some persons were also killed in southern Kaduna. The president is reacting. Yesterday, we understand that a meeting took place. So let's get you the details.
It's not funny at all. Well, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday met with top security intelligence chiefs over the situation in Plateau State. He has also summoned the governor, Caleb Mutwang, to Abuja for urgent consultation. The move follows recent killing in Angwan Rukuba district of Jos, where gunmen reportedly killed at least 28 persons, left several others dead, sparking fresh concerns about safety in the capital. The development was disclosed by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris. According to the minister, the governor had already been invited to meet the president to work out a joint strategy aimed at restoring lasting peace, adding that the outcome of the engagement will be made public.
Well, let's take a listen to what the minister said.
On behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the federal government of Nigeria, I extend our heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims and to the government and people of Plateau State. Let me assure Nigerians that security agencies responded swiftly to the incident. Troops under Operation Enduring Peace were rapidly mobilized to the scene following distress calls received. The military and other security agencies cordoned off the affected area, secured key access routes, and launched targeted search and clearance operations to track down the perpetrators. These swift actions ensured that the situation was quickly contained and further escalation was averted. This response is part of a broader and sustained federal government security architecture in Plateau State and the wider North Central region. The Nigerian Armed Forces have continued to carry out clearance operations and intelligence-led missions across vulnerable communities following attacks recorded in recent months. Reinforced surveillance and troop deployment.
Danger.
That's Nigeria's Information Minister, Idris Mohammed, telling us what has been going on behind the scene, how the president has met with security chiefs, even someone in the Plateau State governor to Aso Rock to get a better understanding of what's happening. Well, this morning, once again, like we've always said on this platform, when an ugly incident like this happens, we speak all the English in the world, we commiserate, we condemn, we reject, we preach unity, we preach peace, and everybody goes to sleep. We wait for the next one to happen. The same thing, we'll recycle the same condemnation, speak the same English, blow the same grammar, we go to sleep. I think the bottom line of what is happening in Plateau State, like Benue too, I've always talked about this, is land. Land is at the center of the crisis. Call it farmer headers crisis, call it Fulani headsmen, killer Fulani headsmen, call it bandits. The truth is, what is happening in Plateau, southern Kaduna, and some parts of Benue, they all have one thing in common: land. There's a certain group of people who feel that they have lived long enough in a particular part of the country and they are entitled to some parcels of land. But again, there are the indigenous people If you come from wherever it is you're coming from and lay claim to the ancestral land, until we have a government that is bold and courageous enough with the political will to take the hard decision, nothing would change. It appears what we have seen since 1999 is whoever that is the president, whoever that is the governor of one of these states will simply just be managing, patching, and hoping that his time in office would roll by so he will just hand over the problem to another person. Nobody has been willing to take the hard decision. And if we want permanent peace in Plateau, in southern Kaduna, in Benue, that hard decision must be taken. Yes, I've heard those who support the president argue that it did not start today. It is not the president's fault. It has always been there. We all know that. They should also realize that President Bola Tinubu said, "Do not pity me. I applied for this job and I have what it takes to do the job." This is one of the things that comes with a job. We expect him to put his foot on ground, get the right counsels from certain quarters, and take that hard decision. If people have to relocate for peace to happen or for we to have peace in these areas, so be it. If lands have to be allocated to certain persons in certain areas, so be it. We cannot continue losing lives. I'm sure you've seen the video of a mother who clinged onto the body of our only son.
We talked about it.
Crying. In fact, it was beyond crying. She was practically agonizing, calling on God.
Some people came to interview her. She has lost her voice because of crying.
I just hope it would only be the voice, because such kind of calamity leads to some persons losing their minds.
Trauma, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Because he died in her.
They would never remain the same.
Oh, God. You know, you lose your child, his blood plastered on your body. How can you even forget that kind of trauma? For each time you enter the bathroom to take a shower, you'll be seeing your child's blood all over your body. That woman, I don't know how she's going to survive. I really don't know. But she said something that really touched me. She said her son, normally mothers are close to their sons. And she said that every time she's sad, when the boy was still alive, he always say, "Mommy, cheer up, mommy. I don't want to see you sad. I always want to make you happy." And so she spoke and said, "My son, the same way when you are alive, you don't like to see me sad or unhappy. I want you, even in death, to ensure that everybody that has made me sad pays for it." That was instructive. That was deep. That was from a heart of pain. And it's really unfortunate the way the government. Imagine you want to collaborate with your people in a police tank. Please, in an armored tank, just make it make sense. No show of compassion. But when you will come for campaign, you go carry leg waka. But when you came to commiserate with them, you were in an armored tanker. So our people, our leaders were so unfortunate with the brand of leaders that we have. And I watched the governor today on TV. When you are talking out of emotions, Ben, it will show in your face. I have not seen, I said doctor, Mr. Caleb speak in a way that shows that he is in deep pain. His face is different from what his voice is saying. Then
he was actually sounding tough before he joined the APC. Now he's a member of the APC. He's watching his words, avoiding saying certain things so he wouldn't offend his party's president. But the governor should be human enough to weigh human lives and politics. Which one is more valuable?
And then they will deceive us and say that when they join the ruling party, that things will be better.
The people to
now
the center.
You have joined the center rather than it being good.
His people are worse off today. That is just the truth. And it is obvious there's a disconnect, big gap between the rulers and the led and the people they claim to be ruling. You just painted a picture. You talked about how the Plateau State governor arrived at that community. It's portrayed, it sent a signal that some of our leaders are so insensitive. You see a particular politician, he'll be moving around with DSS, soldiers, police, even civil defense, one person. But a whole community, there will be no protection whatsoever.
Hmm.
If the governor could afford to move around in armored personal carrier, why wasn't one stationed? Or why can't we have as many as possible stationed in all those vulnerable communities?
Ben, do you know that after he sat in that armored vehicle, there were 3 policemen on top of the armored vehicle,
With
so that in
DSS as
case
well.
of any whim, they will sink him inside. He was not still confident with the armored car. He still arranged some people on top of the armored car. Hey, my God, it's unfortunate.
We move on to other stories this morning. The Senate has approved President Bola Tinubu's request to obtain external loans totaling $6 billion. The decision followed the consideration of a report presented by Senator Aliu Wamako, chairman of the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debts. The request was conveyed in 2 separate letters addressed to the Senate and read during plenary. In the first letter, Tinubu sought approval to establish a structured total return swap external financing program of up to $5 billion with First Abu Dhabi Bank. According to the president, the facility will be released in tranches and used to support budget implementation, fund priority infrastructure projects, and refinance existing domestic and external debts. He added that the funds would also help the federal government meet urgent financial obligations. Tinubu stated that Nigeria's total public debt stood at $110.3 billion, equivalent to about 159.2 trillion naira as of December 31 last year. He noted that the phased drawdown of the loan would help ease pressure on debt servicing. He also sought approval for a $1 billion export finance facility from the United Kingdom, arranged by Citibank, to fund the reconstruction and rehabilitation of the Lagos Ports Complex and Tinkan Island Port. More borrowing and borrowing and borrowing.
Is it the borrowing that is the problem,
Well,
or that the president wrote a letter and got approval within 24 hours?
no debate whatsoever.
Are we joking? These National Assembly members, are they jokers? What is the essence of having different arms of government? Is it not to checkmate the executive? But he sends a letter to you in 24 hours, you give approval. Did you ask questions? At least pretend to ask questions. Play around it for 1 week. Tell us that you are checking, the provisions. Pretend, act. They're not even pretending. In 24 hours, it gets approved. And then they will not even see to implementation. No, that one don't work. Ben, please.
Election is
Oh
by
my
the corner.
God.
What do you expect? We all know the trajectory of the current
So
National Assembly,
irritated.
how the president practically gets everything he wants, no objection whatsoever. The only time you see them stretch any debates, the only time you see them walk the way they ought to, it is when such debates or such policies or bills have to do with the common man. But anything that has to do with them or the presidency gets speedy approval. For me, this is one borrowing too much. The president came, removed subsidy on the first day while he was being sworn in. And one of the things his handler said was that the money saved would be used for some other things, offset borrowed monies in the past, and prevent us from, borrowing excessively. Those were the thoughts of some Nigerians as well. But guess what? Despite subsidy removal, hardly would any quarter since 2023 roll by without the president knocking at the door of the National Assembly saying, I need approval to borrow such amount of money. And the monies we're talking about here are not 1 naira, billions after billions of naira. As we speak, the crude oil exports or the price of crude oil at the international markets is favoring us. We're making more money than projected in our 2026 budgets. During the days of Obasanjo, they had what they call the extra crude accounts, introduced by Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who was the finance minister then. Money was being saved for the rainy day, though eventually the governor scuttled that. Today, we spend everything we earn, we borrow, we spend all, and we're not really feeling the impact. An average Nigerian is poorer today than he was before this current administration came on board. So it's really not adding up. It's not making sense. It appears some of these people get this money and they look for avenues to share it amongst themselves. The other day, I saw billions of naira that the federal government was claiming it has shared billions of naira to so numbers of Nigerians. And under the post we made on our Facebook page, somebody said, please, if you have ever benefited from this money, indicate. Nobody indicated. So you begin to ask, where are these monies going into?
It's well.
We'll take our first break now. Don't adjust your radio. It's People and Politics. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, make una gather. Give me one person account number. Make I join all of una money.
Okay, why now?
Make I pay transfer charges small. I beg you, I smart pass that one.
Oga, na smart cash smart people they use oh.
Smart waiting.
Sure, smart cash. Try am. Dem no dey charge you shishi.
Omo, not true.
Enjoy zero charge on all transactions with smart cash. Whether bank transfer, bill payment, or recharges, no be cho. Workings day. Download the smart cash app or dial *939# today. Smart cash na by Airtel.
Stop. That base is off.
It still sounds good.
It's good, but it's not good enough.
Can I get an Amstel Malta, man?
Being your best lives in the details. Again. Yeah, better, but still not your best. Being your best refines you. Aha, yes, that's it. Being your best is not just about dreaming about it. You also have to work towards it. Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Come with 1960, and you know what to do here. Career was on Afara, and you will there, or Jijona, or Lilanya, Ijiko, Nabato, Kempagara. One day, Nabaya Swani, and you let us to love right. Yeah, Uloro, and you wouldn't tell her, and Kimeka, Akodopa Africa, Burunke Sirike, Mapurupa here. And you know, Ian Dabere Echigraga, Nanketa, Otuono, and you Kagewu or Bianu. You to Washin, Career in Rulo.
Amankalo Igbere for Christ Crusade presents 3 days power-packed camp and revival crusade tagged A Very Special Person. Date Friday the 3rd to 5th of April 2026. Venue Amankalo Igbere Village Square. Time 9 a.m. daily. Speakers Reverend Dr. Praise Imo Oji, Reverend Dr. Carlo Bassi, Reverend Vicky Peter, Reverend James Obasi, Pastor Dominic U. Ibe, Dr. Mrs. Joy Okechukwu, Evangelist Joshua Enoch, Dr. Chukuma James, and others. Plan to attend, expected undiluted rhema, total restoration, salvation, healing, breakthrough, divine lifting, deliverance, breaking of ancestral yoke, and all-round blessings. Free buses will be available at the Presbyterian Church, number 1 Azikiwe Road, Aba, on Thursday, the 2nd of April 2026. This is signed by Elder Dick Ibekwe Maduka, Eziogu Elder, Ikwechigi for Amankalo Igbere for Christ.
The heavens are on the verge of bursting open in radiant glory. In this sacred moment, chains will be broken. Destinies will come into divine alignment at the show, Nigeria. Join Minister Moses Blaze, Joe Praise, Neo Adejo, Chinyere Udoma, Priya Odede, Mr. Eman Revelation, King Solomon, Emmanuel, Ebusi, Peter Bishop, a 1000 Masquire, and more. Alongside our esteemed pastor, Chima Ebrondo, and Archbishop Gaudio Okafor. The show, Nigeria, Friday, 3rd April 2026, 8 p.m. till dawn at CS Park, Market Road, by Judges, Aba Abia State, Nigeria. There'll be free medical outreach on April 1st from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the same venue. Easter Food Palliatives, free transportation. Can join in person. Worship live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. For more inquiries, please call +234 816 649 8697. Prepare yourself for an unforgettable night at the show. Nigeria.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, so much money from the executive to the legislative arm, back and forth. The Senate yesterday passed 68.323 trillion naira budget for the 2026 fiscal year. That's an increase from the initial 58.47 trillion naira proposed by the president. The upward review of over 9.09 trillion naira follow a fresh request by the president to accommodate what they call legacy commitments, particularly in the transportation and health sector. Additional provision including funding for the judiciary. The approval is coming after the Senate adopted a joint report of the National Assembly on the 2026 appropriation bill. Wala.
Well, in simple English, what this means is that before now, the 2026 budget was projected to go up 58.4 trillion naira. But the president felt, okay, because we're earning more money from oil, how about we review this upward? So he wrote to the Senate, and the Senate gave approval that the budget should move from 58.4 trillion naira to 68.3 trillion naira. So that's what it means. But as we speak, we're still implementing the 2025 budgets. So much confusion in the land. It was still implementing the 2025 budgets on April 1. It says a lot about us as a people. What's going on? Well, still from the Senate, this time around, let's talk politics. The president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, on Tuesday declared 3 senatorial seats vacant following the deaths of members of the 10th Senate. The vacancies affect Enugu North Senatorial District, Nasarawa North Senatorial District, and River South East Senatorial Districts. Akpabio made the announcement during plenary, noting that the development was necessitated by the demise of the affected lawmakers in line with the constitutional provisions. Citing the provisions of the Constitution 1999 as amended, Akpabio formally declared the seats vacant. He, like we told you, he subsequently directed INEC to conduct by-elections to fill the vacancies within the time frame stipulated by law. The development sets the stage for fresh electoral contest in the affected districts as political parties prepare to fill the vacant seats in the upper legislative chamber.
Okay, now.
for me, the question is why now? Akpabio could have done this long time ago. An election is just by the corner, and you want INEC to conduct these elections. These men will be in office less than a year.
Was that not how ABCK stayed for just a year plus? Well, there is no room for vacancy.
I understand, but my point is this. This could have happened earlier. If you take a look at the 3 senators who died, they did not die yesterday. Some of them even died last year. I think Okezia did not die today. That's the man who represents Enugu North. So why did it take this long? If INEC conducts an election for these senatorial zones, INEC is even yet to a notice to that effect. So let's assume it will take INEC 1 month to prepare for these elections.
Should I tell you what used to happen?
April is gone. So we have May, June, July, August, September, October, November. In fact, an election would happen.
Should I tell you something that used to happen behind the scenes?
Go ahead.
If a lawmaker dies, the family is supposed to write to the leadership of the National Assembly to say, our father, brother, uncle is dead. Right. Sometimes they do not send that letter to the Senate. the salary of that lawmaker keeps running.
I know that.
Whatever is due to him, the family will be receiving it until they officially write a letter to the Senate leadership. So as we speak, though I'm not, standing in for them, but I'm saying we do not know when the family members wrote a letter to the Senate. If they wrote a letter 2 months ago and Akpabio is declaring the seat vacant now, it's not late. So it depends on when the letter of announcement reached the leadership.
If that's what the law says, then that means
it's not the law, it's a backdoor.
Okay, so it's arrangements. They feel for one of their colleagues who died, and they wouldn't want the family to suffer and what have you. But I think it can be better handled. Nothing stops the Senate from having an insurance or a fund for such unforeseen circumstances. Because the truth is, in as much as the family of these late senators may have been getting their salaries and allowances, what about the constituency?
I agree with you.
Exactly. Who stands up
sometimes
on the floor of the Senate to argue?
I agree with you. Sometimes they allow you have that money.
I understand all that,
Yeah.
okay, but I'm looking at the bigger picture.
I understand.
If the Senate accommodates the family, what about the constituency?
I agree with you.
For instance, let's assume the president is sharing a trailer load of rice, like we've seen in the present dispensation, and it gets to that of Enugu North. They said the senator is dead. That means Enugu North will not get a trailer load of rice. You understand?
We're on the same page. I'm only trying to explain that there are some backdoor things that happen.
I get it, and
Yes.
it not just it's not peculiar to the Senate. You would be shocked that most government agencies, ministries, and departments operate. We have the same arrangement in place, whereby if a colleague dies, in order to assuage the sufferings that the family, the person left behind, would go through, they would just turn a blind eye and allow the salary to flow through
for a certain period.
Before they would make it official and stop it.
So still from the assembly, this time from the lower chamber, there were a gale of defections yesterday, fresh defections from the House. The ADC, APC got members yesterday. Let's look at the figure. The Speaker House of Reps, Tajuddin Abbas, read notices of defection. 27 lawmakers defected in what is seen as one of the major political realignments in the Green Chamber, just less than a year before elections. 14 of those defectors went to APC. 8 joined ADC. 5 from the PDP, 2 to the Labour Party, 1 from the APC, I beg your pardon. Meanwhile, the Action People's Party, APP, got 2 lawmakers, 1 each from the PDP and LP. A similar story with the Accord Party. 2 new House of Rep members from the ruling, that's in their state now, in Osun, joined the Accord Party. The lawmakers, according to the defection list, Aliu Madaki, who is the Deputy Minority Leader, NMPP APC from Kano, George Uzodinobi, Deputy Minority Leader from LP to ADC, Philip Agbese from APC, LP, Benue State, Ugochinyere, another Ugochinyere, okay, PDP, Diato, that's Imo, moving from PDP to APP, Abdul Salmad Dasuki, PDP to ADC, is representing Kebe Tamboa constituency, that's in Sokoto State. Tejani Abubakar Jobe, NNPP, moving to APC, that's from Kano. Sheyi Showumi, LP ADC, leading to from Lagos State.
Okay.
Well,
Well, there are other lists, or there are other names on the lists. We have Mohammed Basi, who left the PDP for APC in Adamawa State. Gaji Tijani Mustafa, NNPP, to the APC from Kano State. Another lawmaker from Kano State, Shehu Bello, NNPP to the APC. Dankau Idris, NNPP to the APC, Kano State as well. Another lawmaker from Kano, Hussein Hassan Shehu, NNPP to the APC. Still for the same Kano, Rabiu Yusuf, NNPP to the APC. Garba Mohammed Chiroma, NNPP to APC Kano State. Ibrahim Mohammed, NNPP to the APC Kano State. In other states, Taraba, Jafaru Yakubu, PDP to the APC. Sadiq Abbas Tafida, PDP to the APC. In Kebbi State, Ibrahim Muhammad moved from the PDP to the APC. In Zamfara, Bello Shinkafi moved from the PDP to the APC. In Anambra, Harris Okonkwo is decamping from the Labour Party to the ADC. Gombe, we have Yaya Bauchi Tongo, who is leaving the PDP for the ADC. In Kaduna, another lawmaker left the APC for the ADC. His name is Mustafa Abdullahi. Mani Menshinko Katami is leaving the PDP for the ADC. He's from Sokoto State. Umar Yusuf Yabo is leaving the PDP for the ADC. He's from Sokoto State. Ogu Matthew, who was a member of the Labour Party, he has changed his flag. He's now flying the flag of the APP from Imo State. Akani Clement Ademola is leaving the PDP for Accord Party from Osun State. And the last but not the least, Oladebo Olumolaye from PDP to the Accord Party. He's from Osun State. You did ask a question that you've not heard the name of on your channel, but he's only happened before this one. These guys or these people who are decamping.
No, I mean official and
Yes, it was made on the floor of the house.
okay.
I don't know if you're observant enough to notice a trend in the movement. Most of these lawmakers are simply aligning with the party of their governors. Most of them, not all of them, but majority of them, from Osun State to Kanu to Sokoto. Just take a look at the trend. So when we say governors are very powerful and influential in Nigeria, as far as politicking is concerned, some people do not like us saying they are powerful, but that is our reality. The governors can decide who gets a ticket and who shouldn't get a ticket. And whenever they side with their party candidate and decide to support the person, believe me, other contestants practically struggle. It would take a miracle. I'm not saying it is not possible. It is. We've seen it happen here in Abia, where the governor's candidates lost in an election. In Enugu, the same thing happened. A sitting governor lost an election. So it is very possible, but majority of the times, the sitting governors have the upper hand. The reason why these lawmakers are aligning and identifying with the ruling parties in their states, for them to get the governor's endorsement and ride on the governor's mandate to get into office or to retain their offices.
Sometimes beyond aligning with the governor's party is because in the first instance, the governor gave them the ticket. So some of them are just being loyal, at least I'm sure of Rivers. Most of the lawmakers there, we can't even use a mouth talker. Say, I buy form, give them. They no buy form. So if you are in that kind of category where your governor called you in the night and offered you a form, who you be when in the camp, you know, go follow. So sometimes it's not only about alignment, it's about loyalty to who got you there in the first place. All right. The Minister State Labor, Nkiru Onyeji-Ocha, resigned yesterday. Recall that the president has issued a statement, right? The president, the office of the SSG, did issue a statement to say that anybody who has interests should resign within the next 30 days. And in compliance with the electoral law, some of the ministers who are interested have started resigning. We told you the other day about the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuga, for Bauchi. He's going for the Bauchi Guber race. The Minister of State for Environment, for Jigawa. I think he's contesting for Senate thereabout. And then yesterday, Nkiru Onyeji-Ocha, we hear she's going for the federal seat, Isukwato Munochi Federal Constituency. She was there before, but she wants to go again. So
Two times. She was there twice.
3 times. I'll be 4 times there.
Well, it's beginning to look like how umbilical cord is tied to that seat. I don't understand why she would want to gamble now. Maybe she feels at the end of this term, the president may not reappoint her. The reason why she wants to go back to that seat. Exactly. Well, she has a right. She's an adult. She knows what is good for her. But I feel having spent at least 3 terms, I'm sure of two, that how about some other person giving it a shot? Some other person trying instead of you clinging onto it. It is nobody's birthright. I know, legally speaking, there's nothing wrong with a lawmaker remaining as long as his people or her people want him or her there. But having done that and you were pushed out in 2023, you are now a minister of state coming back to the seats. Well, there must be something she's saying that I'm not seeing.
You did ask a question about the gambling. Most times when you are a minister of state, you're just like a spare tire. You just go around representing your boss, doing things that you are assigned to do. Most people who are ministers of state do not really feel like ministers because there are certain things that they do not have access to compared to the real minister, as it were, the senior minister. So I feel that she feels maybe I'm not getting too much satisfaction here. And I can do better as a legislator. She must have also done her calculation that in case Benjamin Kalu does not make it back, maybe he goes for Guba, any position that is meant for the Southeast, if she's a ranking member, she will have it. If the speaker is zoned to the Southeast as a ranking member, she can have it. So she's doing a lot of calculations, which the people on the street may not see. But yes, it's going to be a very interesting context because she's going with Amobi Oga. But most times the calculation here is that the Labour Party does not have a presidential candidate as we speak, and the APC has a presidential candidate. So most people contesting for Senate and Federal House believe that the insurance or assurance will cover the president, will cover them as well. And that's where you see most of them entering there with so much confidence. Because one, APC is Abia South stronghold. Two, the president will be on the ballot. Three, Orji's Okala will want to make sure he makes a statement. So in a bid to make a statement, there's going to be, Abia North is going to be a battleground for APC. So these are some of the calculations I believe that they're looking at.
Well, talking about resignation, you may recall that the president had directed all his appointees who were interested in contesting one position or another to resign. Yesterday was the deadline, March 31. Some resignations did happen, like we told you, in Abia. Our own in Kironye, Georgia, threw in the towels. Another name that most people talked about is Adelabu, the power minister. Well, it turns out that story was fake because the power minister, Adebayo Adelabu, has denied reports suggesting that he has resigned from office, describing the claims as false and misleading amid growing political speculation over his future. The rebuttal came at a time of heightened uncertainty following a federal government directive requiring political appointees with ambitions for the 2027 general elections to step down from their positions. Responding in a WhatsApp chat with journalists on Tuesday, Adelabu's special assistant on media, Bolaji Tunji, dismissed the reports as fake, insisting that the minister remained fully committed to his responsibilities in the power sector. The media aide also shared photos of the purported resignation letter stamped fake news. Well, reports have it that the rumors gained traction following recent comments by the minister, which many had interpreted as leaving room for a possible political move. Last week, during a press conference in Abuja, Adelabu stopped short of confirming whether he would resign, even as he acknowledged the timeline for political decisions ahead of the 2027 elections. He reiterated that resolving Nigeria's electricity challenges remains his immediate focus.
Well, the power ministry is a juicy one. Same way Dave Umahi left the Senate to go and be a minister because they had already negotiated that he will be the Minister of Works.
Is the power ministry more juicy than being a governor of a state?
You are not sure of it now. That's the issue.
But it's gambling.
You're not sure. It's not sure. And you know how governorship works. If you're not the anointed one, sorry for you. And he doesn't seem to be the anointed one. So that's the issue.
Well, Makinde, I'm sure, will be smiling with the news because at the point it appeared the biggest challenge to him having a successor in place would be the power minister, Adelabu.
No, the real guy is coming. No be Adelabu.
Well, at least he has been able to strike out
The
Adelabu's
real
name.
guy. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
The real G is coming.
So let's see how it goes.
Mhm.
Let's hear from you now. We have 0907 677 1029, 0916 988 1029. We're streaming live on facebook.com/Magic FMNG. Check us out on YouTube at Magic FM Aba, Instagram at Magic FM Nigeria. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ben and
Thank you for joining us. Your name? Go ahead, Peter.
our it's a very complex place to be. We have been on this platform trying to analyze Nigeria. It's 5 times every week, right from the section of Magic FM. And each time we come up, we still have not been able to, grasp what Nigeria is all about. The issue of security, I think Bonnie will always say, how is it that people come with multiple motorcycles? People, hundreds of people, they go away, they stay in the territory of Nigeria, yet nobody sees them. It's something that's very difficult to talk about. On the issue of borrowing, vis-a-vis the removal of subsidy, one of you have always said that there's nothing wrong with removing subsidy, and then what do we subsidize after removing petroleum subsidy? I want to put it this way. You know that why the president continues to borrow is because I'm not speaking for the ruling APC. The proceeds of money removed from subsidy is being shared to the governors, which is my understanding. That is why what governors receive from federal allocation has swollen up so much. If there is a way the president and the presidency can reduce what is being given to the governors, because sometimes we see, the effect of what is given to them. Sometimes we don't see it at all. If that money can be released, and I think if we go away in reducing the amount of money that is being borrowed, that is my take on that. I want to also help you on what you're trying to find out. I'm actually from the constituency of Kerekonyedocha. She spent 15 good years. That is 4 tenors. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
Yeah, my name is Elvis. I'm calling from Akko.
Go ahead.
Ben, you see why God doesn't answer our prayers politically? Is because of all of us are in same game. Nobody is free or out of this duty. See, down to this place, we normally complain. The North have taken everything. The South have taken everything. They are done. But to your own locality, you are cheating some people too. But when you go to the national, you start crying. I know when all those are crying because of the Senate president. But he has been in the Senate for almost 30 years, and they still want to go again. Kiri Community have been there and still want to go again. And all these things they are doing, they are not even for the interest of those people within that area. It's for their own interest and their family. So when you go, allow the other person to go and get that money for his family too. That is it. Because that is what they are complaining at the national. So when I looked at all of them, they are going to talk about God will not ask all of us on politically, because we are cheating ourselves. All of us are cheating ourselves.
Hello, good morning.
So politics is now about getting money for your family. How do you come?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Ben and Annie.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
We came from Aba.
Go ahead.
Massive defection. Yes, massive defection. House of Rep. Well, it's not all about defection. Jumping ship. No. That is not what we're talking about. What is going to make any of them get to that seat is what they have done so very far. They are their scorecard. This time around, we must get it right by asking them, show us their scorecard. What have you done so far? And that is the only thing that will be elected. I'm talking to all politicians, not only House of Reps. You can talk shit from this one to that one. We will talk about antecedents, their track record. Just like in India here. In fact, all this. In India here where we are. I don't know. Okay, look at Enugu State. Governor of Enugu State has led a house of civil servants. They are jumping up today. In India State, what are we seeing? Civil servants are lamenting. 2 months down the line, February, March, civil servants under current salary structure all receive a dime as a salary. Just for the reason of the fact that community paid them leave allowances. Understand? Trying to remove them from the organogram of current salary structure, which has been there during the time of OU, PA. They didn't tamper with this. You are not paying these people with 70,000 naira minimum wage. This is a consequential adjustment. You are not paying them with the above 70,000 naira minimum wage, which Commissioner of Health, Professor Elo claimed. You are still paying them with 30,000 naira, and you still have the mind not to pay them 2 months in Nigeria. I wonder where the compassion is. Oh, well, thank you.
The frustration in his voice. Sorry, Sam. Really sorry.
Hello, good morning.
Ben, good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Morning, Sam.
Annie, my sister, I'm your brother, Chibueze. I'm calling from my ancestral home in Obakalomaya, precisely.
All right.
Apumini, that's where I am now.
Oh, great.
You see, when we look at this country called Nigeria, and you look at the setup, you begin to ask yourself, why did you find yourself in this part of the world? I watched Caleb Buftwang yesterday. There is so much disconnect. The governor was coming from another planet. When you look at his sense of reasoning, when you look at his facial appearance, when you look at what comes out of his mouth, you discover that that governor actually did not feel any single pain for what happened to the Plateau indigenous. And tomorrow, another thing will happen. Another governor will come and commiserate with people. Next tomorrow, another one will happen. Are we going to die on commiseration? What are you doing to stop these things? Why are you not being proactive? Why are you being reactive? Why are we electing this kind of people that has no single human empathy in the way they talk, in the way they feel, in the way they express our pains? What did we do to God that God will punish us with this kind of leaders? Did we offend God? I keep asking, did we offend God? Now look at a president writing for a loan within 24 hours. That means that legislature actually happens to be his personal handbag. They are all rubber stamped. 24 hours. You did not ask him, why are you borrowing this money? You did not ask him to describe the reason why he's borrowing this money. You did not interrogate the minister. You did not actually examine why these monies are being borrowed. And this is our Commonwealth. Did we offend God? Why do we find ourselves in this kind of place? I'm trying to wrap my head up. What do we do to really exert ourselves? Why are we having this kind of leaders that have no single sympathy on us? God, what did we do to you to deserve all these things? Let me give other people a chance to hear their views. Bye-bye.
All right. We'll take a break now. When we're done with this, we will attend to more calls and take a look at the socials. Remember, you can send us your WhatsApp messages through 0907 677 1029. We'll be right back.
Kemgbe 1960 anyị na-ewu ọtụtụ ihe ma karịa ụzọ na afara anyị wulitere ọchịchọ na olileanya iji jikọọ n'agbata oke mpaghara niile.
Nwanne na-agbaghị asụsụ anyị niile na-asụ jollof rice.
Karịa ụlọ anyị wuru ezinụlọ siri ike na mkpakọrịta ka ukwuu.
Mama, nne abịala ye.
Kọta aka ọnụ anyị na ụlọ wuru ihe ndabere echi gara aga na nke taa. Otu ọnụ anyị ka ga-ewu ọbịa n'ihu. Ndị otu Washin karịa ịrụ ụlọ.
Stop. That bass is off.
It still sounds good.
It's good, but it's not good enough.
Can I get an Amstel Malta, man?
Being your best lives in the details. Again. Yeah, better, but still not your best. Being your best refines you. Aha, yes, that's it. Being your best is not just about dreaming about it. You also have to work towards it. Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Oh, finally.
Finally what?
I've been trying to reach your phone for days.
Oh, so sorry. Telecommunication services have been very poor in my area lately. Some hoodlums vandalized the telecoms masts around here.
They tried it in my area, but guess what? Our people now protect the mast as if our lives depend on it.
Wise move. I must tell my husband to raise the issue at our community meeting so that we too can protect all our telecom masts.
Exactly. You see, when telecom masts and fiber cables are destroyed, every area of our life, from education to healthcare to banking operations and the entire economy, is affected. Vandalizing telecommunications infrastructure harms everyone. Dial 622 from any network or send an email to protect@ncc.gov.ng to report suspected cases of vandalism. This message is brought to you by mobile network operators and towercos in collaboration with the Nigerian Communications Commission.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate.
Ferrobin iron and care. Good for your body, yes.
Wake up, feel strong, feel with Ferrobin. Iron for you and me. Ferrobin is a product in Healthcare PLC, available in pharmacies nationwide. Ferrobin, the ideal blood builder.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, you're welcome back. Just so you know, for emphasis, you can send your WhatsApp messages to 0907 677 1029. For those who can place a call, you can call 0907 677 1029, 0916 988 1029. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Bonnie.
Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Ben and Annie.
Your name and location.
Yes, my name is Pastor Bonnie. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Among all the topics you have trended this morning, Ben, I actually stand by you. You have said it all, but I want to just say, I want to just add something to what you have already said. Somebody will come to your father's house. Somebody will come with a weapon to your father's house. Kill you. Kill your children. Wipe away everybody and take that land. Settle in that land. And government knows about it. And they do nothing. Just like our beloved pastor, Reverend Asa Eboba, has said, I know that man. I have an encounter with him. He's a man of his word. He's a man that says it how it is. Over how many countries have been wiped away, and the president is doing nothing. They don't have this will to take that hard decision so that this thing will stop. I feel for Nigeria. Nigeria is now ahead of Sodom and Gomorrah. Nigeria is ahead of Sodom and Gomorrah. But I'm sure the cry of the masses, the cry of the innocent, it has actually reached God. All this innocent blood they are shedding, those blood that are crying every day to God, when will you avenge us? They have reached to God. This 2027, I see the hand of the devil in the air, suppressing people, the masses. But suddenly the finger of God appeared, destroy that hand. Something is going to happen. God is about to intervene. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. God bless you too, Pastor. Hello, good morning. Hello? All right, do call back. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
Good morning, everyone in the studio. This is Voice of Destiny from Upper Treglands.
Go ahead.
I've been listening to every conversation, and it is quite unfortunate that all the Eastern leaders, Northern leaders, and West, what they are planning is to jump from one party to another to secure position. They are not thinking about to fix this nation, to stop killing, to stop starvation and hardship that people are facing. It is quite unfortunate that they are busy borrowing money and they don't, do anything with that money. It's quite unfortunate. People have been asking these questions. What is our offense that make us to experience such a thing? For how long shall we keep on lamenting, complain for one particular thing? Every time we have been complaining about these things. What did we commit that makes our leaders to have hardened heart towards their people that are ruling? It is quite unfortunate. What shall we do? For how long shall we keep on complaining? It is not good. Look at how they're killing people. They're not talking anything about it. If they want to Islamize this nation, they should open it up. They should close Christian churches so that little Muslim now, so that they will stop killing. They are human beings. They are not flies. They are not animals. They are human beings like us. It is not good. Please, I want the federal government, the state government to join hands together and stop killing. Somebody said that any killing, over 1 hour or 2 hours. Sorry, no, 1 day or 2 days. Aka government in there. My dear good brothers in the studio, what they are doing, with Nigeria. On a look at it. Since I be killing us, using machete, using stone on us, using the Campuno Putana, it is not good. No put in the if defending ourselves. But we will not be, all of us will not be allowed to get our stone. I am a pro put when we defend one another because it's thank you very much, you.
All right. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining
I'm also
us.
calling from
Go ahead.
Annie, good morning. Good morning. I want to ask a question. This bloodshed, we are always witness in this country. What happened? What do we get God angry? Why God has used up only was actually make Nigeria? This killing is too much. And here they go. This thing done, they would be a human being. And not people, a human being like this. The governor will just come and more time. That's to tell you that we are not safe. They don't even value our life. What they value is only to be in that power. That's all. If they grab the power, that's all. Whatever thing will happen to you, that one concerns you. It concerns your family. That's all. You understand? Okay, now finally, I now ask another question. Our president is borrowing another money. Meanwhile, 7 billion pounds. United Kingdom give up. They borrow with them. They sign agreement. So the same seaport they want to dig again. It's the same place he's going to borrow again to go and do. And they ask President, Calabar seaport, what will happen? Do not go to drink that one. What of Port Harcourt? We're not going to drink them. On it, one way we approve. So we drink them now. If that's why you say we all are one Nigeria. All those ones, why we are not working on them? You are just borrowing one money in particular one place. And they never borrow finish. If they never borrow finish, they will still they borrow until this administration finish. They want to go again. God have mercy upon us. We are begging. Try to open your eyes to us. Look into us. Whatever sin we have committed, please forgive us. Killing and everything is too much. Farmers cannot go to farm to do farming. We have black crude, we have oil, but we are buying here very costly. But we have refinery where they are saying they are refining. What are they refining? We don't know. We are refining outside, but we have this crude. God is supposed to bless us. God is not bless us, but we are suffering. We are suffering. Oh yeah, we are in this. Mean what on the whole line, but I pray that they are talking about 2027. God will visit all of them before 2027.
Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, do call back when you're ready to talk. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Can you turn off your radio? Let's talk through your phone.
I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead, your name and location.
Thank you very much. My name is Austin. I'm calling from Aba this morning. Honestly, my heart is so heavy this morning owing to the mass killing of Nigerians in various parts of this country. Especially this one that just happened in Jos. I was opportune to watch the live video of a very dark man last night, and I shedded tears. I remember what happened in Abaya between 2008 and 2010 when there was mass abduction and kidnapping of people that led to the closing of several industries that were in. There was a mass exodus of people out of our town, and today, in all parts of Nigeria, it's just killing massacre of people in their numbers. And yet we have leaders who are just interested in campaigning for 2027. And I want to ask myself and ask Nigerians the question, what are they campaigning to mean? Is it not these same people that are being massacred on daily basis? And yet nobody is saying anything meaningful. All their intent is just 2027. And upon that, I want to ask the National Assembly this question. I wish something happened. And what are they collecting this money? Why are they borrowing this money? What is the money being borrowed for? What are they using this money to do? I hear people are dying. No intelligence gathering. And then there's no way people are being killed in Nigeria. And nothing is being said anywhere. My heart is too heavy this morning. And I want to ask, which way Nigeria? Must we all die because we have very bad leadership? Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
This is Comrade Elijah Denwa. Biko, ka m kwudo Igbo n'ụtụtụ a. Ọ bụ ihe mwute na anyị nọ n'obodo a na-egbu ndị mmadụ dịka a na-egbu anụmanụ. Mmadụ ole akpọla redio n'ụtụtụ a. Mmadụ ole ekwuola okwu maka ndị egburu. Mmadụ ole bụ ndị na-ekwuola okwu maka loan a gara aga nara ka ihe eji ya eme. Ofu onye anọ na-akpọ ekpere apọstọl. Chineke, anọkwa m n'otu aka na-arịọ biko ikpere m nọ n'ala. Nwere ihe ọbụla anyị si mejọọ gị gbaghara anyị. Isi ma anyị kpela ndị ọchịchị ekpere na-ekpere ha ekpere n'ụtụtụ a ka ha chegharịa. Si n'ajọ omume ha wee wepụ onwe ha wee mee ihe ekpere n'ikpe na eziokwu. Ihe ekpere ikpe na ezi omume. Ugbu a na-ekwu ndị mmadụ na Naịjirịa na ọdịla too much. Biko onye ezi omume mere anyị nke a. Akwa na ya ekwula okwu 2027 a na-egbu ndị mmadụ nke ndị ga-atụkwa na elekshọn a nke ndị ga-apụta na ntuli aka elu dịka onye nwe anyị ihe a ka m na-arịọ gị onye ha emezi ya na n'aha Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị amen.
Okay, let's take a look at the socials now. Ebinwa Simeon Onyeji says, meeting without action. Well, you can actually pass your message without insulting anyone. Kali Nech doesn't understand the type of senators we have in this 10th Senate. No room to say no to anything the president wants. How good does approving this loan of $6 billion sounds to them? Of all the things to approve at this time, it is loan they found interesting. We are in for a long thing in this country, honestly. Ifeanyi Nwachukwu, massive defection in the House of Representatives. How is this country gravitating towards a one-party state? Okay, we lost that. Okay, and maybe you should just go on from your side.
Joseph Uzoma Mugo says, my comment is about killing in Plateau is not acceptable in this nation called Nigeria. I've called the father of nations, Bola Tinubu, to invite foreign military to come and help our military to fight these terrorists. Geoffrey says, in Kironyo Jocha and her bleaching cream. Oh, please, please, please. If you want to say something, say it. Don't go personal. Right. Whatever she applies on her body is none of your business. And it does not affect her performance as a public officer. Motive Oji, the defection in the House of Reps shows weak party loyalty, shifting of political interest. Unique indeed, the hasty approval of the recent loan request show that the National Assembly members are nothing but a bunch of jokers. He said in Kironyo, that's a typical example of one of the terms in economics that says human beings are insatiable. Obagwe Manuel Isimba, the Red Chamber, will be so quick to approve the demand of the president, but will keep quiet on the killings ravaging the country. Okay. Gabriel Lata said Nigerian government are obviously borrowing to squander because make it make sense. What is the country's total debt as at today? What have we been able to achieve as a nation with all the borrowings? Francis Arinze Chukwu, the quick approval of the loan by the Senate showed that Nigeria needs God's mercy. Ifeanyi Chukwuwachukwu, massive defection in the House shows how the country is gravitating towards a one-party state. Chibuzodie Meksekpemu, they will start playing politics to declare that it's vacant. What APC cannot do does not exist. Kelechi Alexander, $6 billion? Isn't it too much? I know the Senate will approve it. They don't already approve it, my brother. Mazi Zubi Madoke says he's pleased with the updates. Very much, thanks. Thank you too, sir. Kali Nech, I don't understand the type of senators we have in this 10th Senate. No room to say anything. Happy? My own is even pretend. Just pretend as if you are doing something. So that we would assume that you are doing something. Not that the thing is coming in, you are approving. Mark Johnson, Rookson, Maduba, we politic with every single thing, both executive and legislative. Who does not take time to approve every, let alone looking out for how spending goes? How can such mayhem happen in Jos? State and the federal government can't take responsibility. Government wasting time to do the needful, no atom of emotion. It took the president time to invite the governor, but not up to 24 hours. Kwankwaso defected Ganduje and Co. was invited, connoting insensitivity to humanity, or rather prioritizes his re-election. May God deliver us.
Okay, on the live feed, Okezie Ebere, thank you for joining us all the way from the United Kingdom. Onyekachi Ukoha, it is always like this whenever we get close to election. Lives are being lost, but our leaders are always concerned about their second tenure and their party's success. Are they human beings at all? Service chiefs saying that these bandits are prodigal sons who need forgiveness. Okay, no problem. No one knows who it would be his family member tomorrow. Prince Noor Shekina, what chances do Minister Onyejocha have against Amobi Oga of the Labour Party? I think it is very slim. If I were her, I would have continued as a minister. Chike Nwogu, Another loan of $6 billion approved by the Senate, bringing total foreign debt to more than $100 billion. It came through without any objections from the House members. This is the trouble that comes with mass defection to the ruling party. Who are they leaving these huge debts to pay when they leave office?
Me and you.
Our children, actually, and Jeffrey, see big money Akpabio is approving Tinubu to get. Both of them would use. Okay, I said something earlier. You can actually pass your message across without using abusive words. Let's take a look at the WhatsApp platform. Kingsley Brown, with this move again for another fresh loan by the federal government, it is now crystal clear to Nigerians that they were scammed with the removal of oil subsidy. No savings from the subsidy as we were promised. No functional refineries yet. All the promises gone into thin air. On the flip side, defection yesterday was quite expected. This 2027 general election promises to be one of the most dynamic elections, full of dilemma, uncertainty, and tensions. We cannot wait. All right, thank you. Daniel Obona, writing from Port Harcourt. My heartfelt condolences to the families that lost their loved ones in Jos. Those lawmakers that defected to other political parties are doing so for their selfish interests and not for the interests of the people. See how the Senate already approved Mr. President's request to borrow. What are they doing with the money from fuel subsidy removal? Price of crude oil has gone high and it is favoring Nigeria. Michael Aribs from 86 Cameroon Road, Abba. We are waiting for the president to order service chiefs to plateau as he has always done. No leadership, no vision. Modino from Ungwa Road. I believe they are taking note of the rough killings in Plateau State. Tomorrow now, if U.S. government talks, the same government will be out to debunk that there are no killings in Nigeria at all. But they will not do anything to salvage the bad situation. God damn. Borrowings are part of life for growth, but if you have the repaying sagacity that the authorities concerned will give you. Well, I don't understand, Mayor. Mayor in Abai. Abba, thank you all the same. Honorable Chief Uchechi Okoronkwo Ugochinyere, it surprises me that those terrorist operation, I guess you meant, spread more to states where we have had former heads of states or presidents, such as Plateau, Kano, Sokoto, Niger, etc. Okoro Mecha, the way I'm seeing things, APC is dominating in almost all the states, but in Abia State here, it may be difficult for them. Most times, I find it difficult to make comments on issues that have to do with the killings in Nigeria. I'm tired because the killers are known, just that the governments do not want to do anything too bad. Sometimes I begin to ask God, did we in any way offend you by electing the people to represent us in the green chambers and red chamber? No value for human lives. I weep for Nigeria. This is coming from Onyekachi in 7up. The Senate approval of loan request by the president simply shows that the Nigerian National Assembly is nothing but assembly of all yes members whose major interest is to accumulate wealth for themselves and family. Imagine the president inviting the governor of a state where people are gruesomely murdered instead of visiting the state and seeing things himself. This action simply means that no one is safe in this country. Ujatu Mwokoma from Umojima. Thank you. Team GBK Mboabo. We mapped Jos Plateau during my third year in SUT as a geology and mining student in 2003, and killings weren't there then. Plateau was serene. Now students cannot embark on such field trip again. It's a pity. May God help Plateau State. Our present political leaders have mortgaged their conscience. They are very insensitive to the citizenry. We borrow billions of dollars and spend them frivolously. Insecurity has overtaken Nigeria. Succinctly, Nigeria is a failed state. God help us. This is coming from Honorable Mars. Tinubu removed subsidy just for the governors, not for us, the masses. Ugeze Nwaka, well, it's beginning to look like that because the governors appear to be the only ones enjoying the subsidy removal. Uchenna Ugo, thank you for your New Year wishes. Let's see if we can take 2 or 3 more calls before we call it a day. Hello, good morning.
Ben and good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
How can Nigeria become a lazy man? A lazy man depends on borrowing. A lazy man depends on borrowing. Why not Tinubu got some this thing from governors this thing every month? Than giving governors, we don't know what is happening to.
Hello. Okay, we lost the connection. Dede, thank you for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, brother.
Thank you for joining us. Your name and location.
My name is Obiwa and I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead.
The question I want to ask, all these loans that our president is collecting, how are they intending to pay these loans back? And the ones that they have been taking before, what have they done with it? Is it not this present government that Mr. President that came out to tell us that subsidy is gone, that more monies are being given to the governors, and you keep on borrowing? Why not reduce the money that you are giving to the governors and use the rest to tackle some of the issues that we are facing? And some of these governors you are giving this more money, they are not doing anything with it. At the end of their tenure, the EFCC will invite them, they will go to the court. At the end of the day, we will not hear any case about it. Please, my one question is, I'm not rich, I just have a small money in the bank because I've been hearing this new tax reform. I don't know if this tax reform is what they are going to use to pay the money back. Please let them come and account for us. Thank you for having me this morning.
All right, thank you. Your money in the bank is safe. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
And let me it is all out. I'm just advise these people to prepare how to support the president. They should be happy in their whatever thing they are carrying out on our behalf. Senators, even let me not just say 2 hours approval on the $6 billion because our president went to UK, maybe somewhat to UAE, maybe seeking for another loan, which usually his people, some senators have granted him that, excluding Abaribe. He don't need to accept that they should prepare. This borrowing, the man has gone for that. Is for his re-election bid. And also, if you go to the government, who also do not do anything for us, what the idea is for their own job, for them to just, Dominico, this is my time. I'm one time governor, one time president, one time in their own PV. This is what they are looking at. That is the only thing they are just there. Nothing more. Whatever thing we are shouting on top of our voices, they don't hear those things. But God will hear us and vindicate us by punishing them one after the other. Imagine killing going on and on. Do you think and do you know this man do not do anything about that killing? I mean the president. Are you telling me the money is, requested? Do not go to those. The bandits and all the rest of them. They know. I can remember when they said, these presidents and presidents, they know where these people are. They should go after them. What is holding them in this moment? Is it when people are being killed, finished? They are talking about 727. God will not allow them to reach 27. I'm telling God the truth. We are crying. It's there. It's there. God will punish you.
All right, we understand that tensions are high, emotions are at play, but please Let's put our voice in check. Thank you for being part of the program this morning. We'll be back again same time tomorrow for another edition. My name is Ben Mwatu.
My name is Anastasia. Bye-bye.
Stop. That bass is off.
It still sounds good.
It's good, but it's not good enough.
Can I get an I'm so Malta, man?
Being your best lives not just about dreaming the past. You also have to work towards success.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need, natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
With Dara, it's glow, she stays strong and serene. She's a Dara.
For energy, for balance, for you, I am a Daravit woman.
Magic 102.9.
Raise your voice and shout. Come on.
I go now road, since I don't know road. Every minimum, now in they move me, they lead me, they go. On God, mine is made up. Of course, no going back. Non-stop, on 240. Then she gone, hold on.